Hello there. Thank you so much for joining us. This is midweek edition of Your Business Nigeria. Thank you for staying with us. Headlines at this time: Nigeria to host 2025 Afreximbank annual meeting as Nigeria's customs suspends 4% FOB levies on imports. Stocks upbeat, U.S. yields hold gains ahead of inflation test. Well, on our show today, we will start with the global markets. The global markets today, stocks and dollar held steady today ahead of U.S. inflation data that could hold Federal Reserve's Chair Jerome Powell's view that there is no need to cut rates. Now, MSCI's broadest index of Asian Pacific shares, which is up 0.1% today in Europe, the stock 600 rose 0.22%. That's what we have today from the figures, helped by the upbeat results from Dutch brewer Heineken and UK home builder Bharat Red Roll. For Nasdaq features, we have the S&P 500 features. It slipped down. It's in red. You can see red, 0.08%. Not too bad. But in Asia, Chinese investors' newfound enthusiasm for artificial intelligence shows no sign of slowing as Hong Kong Hang Seng Index jumped 1.83%, significantly in green, lifted by the rallies in shares of Alibaba after a media report that it is partnering with Apple to roll out AI features for iPhone users in China. That's an interesting one. Artificial intelligence everywhere. That's the focus. Tech is taking charge. To the oil market now, where crude oil prices edged down today. It's all in red, bleeding in red. It's edged down as industry report shows increase in U.S. crude stockpiles, while tariff worries weighed on sentiments. Let's start with the U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude. It fell to 1.13% and is down by $72.49. That's for WTI. Now, for Brent crude futures, it experienced a downward price margin of 0.99% to sell for $76.24 per barrel. For Bonny Light, is also down 2.84% and is selling for $78.62 per barrel. For the OPEC basket, crude dealers are offering $76.45, and that is down 0.93%. Our first discussion today will stay with Lagos State Budget. Now, the budget of sustainability was signed on January 9, 2025. We have a capital expenditure in this spending plan for 2.071 trillion naira. For total budget for the year 2025, as signed in by the governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is 3.367 trillion naira. For the recurrent expenditure, we have 1.295 trillion naira. Let's look at our total revenue estimate of this budget. It's 2.963 trillion naira. Internally generated revenue will be 2.23 trillion naira, and federal transfers 626.13 billion naira. Capital receipts 111.839 billion naira. Now, deficit funding, that's 398.6 billion naira, represents 13% of the total revenue in this document. Sectoral allocations, let's just look at few of them. Infrastructure sustainability, we have 1.052 trillion naira, and that's 31.27% of the spending plan. Environmental sustainability, we have 287.2 billion naira. That's 8.5% of the spending plan. Economic diversification, this focus on agribusiness, tourism, social inclusion, and human capital development. Health, 222.15 billion naira and 223.268 billion naira for the year 2025, tagged budget of sustainability. Deficit funding sources, according to the state government: external loans, 28.75 billion naira. Internal loans, 203.831 billion naira. Bonds issuance, 150 billion naira. And others, 16.08 billion naira. Components of recurrent expenditure: Total personnel costs, 401 billion naira. That's 0.120 billion naira. Total overhead costs, 799.5 billion naira. And debt charges, 95 billion naira. Well, that's it for a Lagos budget. We'll go later to the African market, but let's talk more around this spending plan